Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us here at Seven Eagle Group. My name is Brenna Van Stone, and I have the pleasure of chatting with Alan Sales, the Director of Volunteer Service at Soldiers Angels. And this incredible organization provides aid, comfort, and resources to active duty service members, veterans, and their families. So I'm looking forward to hearing more about how we can help you as you do tremendous work to help the community. And let's see how other people can get involved. So tell us a little bit of your background, Alan, your connection to the military, where your passion lies.
Sure. Well, Brenna, thank you so much for having me. Hello, everyone out there. I am the Director of Volunteer Services here at Soldiers Angels. While I'm not a veteran myself, I grew up in a Navy family. My dad was over 30 years of career service and grew up on a number of bases overseas. And then when I moved to DC, I had the pleasure of meeting my wife, who at that time was an Air Force active duty member, and we got married, and I am now the spouse of a proud Air Force veteran.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your service as a spouse and as a military brat. As a spouse myself, I definitely appreciate the struggles, and I'm all about advocating for what we do in our lives and how that really prepares us for our positions such as yours right now. We definitely learn a lot of skill sets along the way. So thank you for
absolutely
the years you have served. So we don't want to forget that spouses serve too, and kids.
Absolutely. I will apologize. I have two dogs, so they may decide that they want to go from being quiet to very, very loud. So I apologize ahead of time in case the mailman or the shipping people come. So I apologize there. But to answer your other question, my passion really lies in helping people, finding ways for others to give back to communities that they feel passionate about. Obviously, I was so blessed and fortunate to be a part of the military community at a young age, and still involved with that at Soldiers Angels. And it's really just a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to give back to a community that's given me so much.
Yeah, because you guys have helped over 1 million families. The numbers you guys have is phenomenal.
So we actually, last year alone, we provided support to over 980,000 service members, veterans, and their family members. So that was just that year alone. We've been around since 2003, so we have served millions of the military community, and we continue to grow and find new ways to serve the community that's near and dear to all of our hearts. For our staff, most of our staff are directly connected to the military, either veterans themselves, spouses, or children of the military. So we all carry that passion of the military, and we're fortunate to have volunteers that share that same passion. And just love to talk with y'all and talk about how your group can get involved.
Yeah. So let's kind of go over the main goals that you guys accomplish every year when it comes to helping families. I see that you have a blanket drive going on currently. What else do you guys provide, and how can people support?
So great heads up on that blanket drive. Yes, we are currently in the middle of a blanket drive. That is one of our special programs that we run for a couple of months. But we also have so many. You heard the dog back there. It's gonna get crazier. We have so many programs that our volunteers can get involved in year round, from writing letters to service members and veterans, sending care packages to deployed service members. We have programs where you can send baked goods. We have virtual baby showers. You can make handmade items that we send out to veterans and service members, as well as the families. We have a lot of different programs, sending cards of encouragement or get well cards to a veteran. Those are just some of the programs that we have throughout the year. We also have, and we're gearing up in the fall. We've got a candy donation drive right after Halloween. We have a program where volunteers can adopt veteran and service member families and can actually adopt them to provide them with a gift to help brighten their holiday season, as well as a stocking drive where people actually collect and create holiday stockings to send to service members, as well as reservists and National Guard units and veterans.
Yeah, I think we forget how, as a military family, we just kind of roll with the punches, and we forget how impactful these programs are in our daily lives. So I've had 4 kids away from family, one overseas, and the support that rallied around us from nonprofits was impressive. My husband has received stockings during his deployments and care packages. And even though like we support him directly when he is deployed, that's not the case for every service member. Not everybody has a family that's there to send something, send a reminder, send a blanket, a stocking.
Absolutely. And that's actually really interesting that you should mention that. That's actually how we began. Was we were founded by the family of General Patton, who our founder had her son deployed overseas, sent him a care package, followed up with him, and just to check in on him as we all do with family members that are deployed, and found out that he was of a very small group of people that were getting anything from back home, and actually splitting Slim Jims in threes. So, to make sure that everybody got a little bit of that taste of home. And from there, it grew, and sending, she got her friends together and sent care packages more and more. And it's grown into the organization that we have now. And but yeah, it all comes from, unfortunately, many service members don't have either a support network to send items from back home, or support network at all. And this provides an opportunity to remind these service members and veterans that that there are people thinking about them, that there is a group, a community of people back home that know their sacrifice, know maybe directly or indirectly what they're going through, and even if they don't know, just to provide that level of love and care, because we really want to make sure that no service member goes unloved.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite program? Where is your heart in this?
My favorite program? Oh, we have so many. I really, really like our Adopt a Family program, which is one that I briefly mentioned, but it's a volunteer gets involved and adopts a family, sends a gift for each child in that family, as well as a grocery gift card to the family to help brighten up the holiday. I really, really like that program. I think it's great. Another one that I think is particularly amazing, especially it's one that when I found out that we do it at Soldiers Angels, really, really lifted me up, is a program called Women of Valor, which is a program that supports female caregivers of wounded, ill, or injured. So we have volunteers that provide them with care packages, words of support, letters, cards, but it's specifically for that community of caregivers that don't, in my experience and what I've seen, don't get the attention that they so deserve. And I think that's great.
We have seen a lot more community programs such as yours rally around the caregivers, and that is, like you said, an unrecognized things people do for, like, I can't imagine being in that position as a family member, but my heart goes out to all of those that do care for our wounded service members. And then the thing about the gift cards for the adopt a family, food insecurity in the military is a huge problem with a lot of our enlisted families. And so being able to get that gift card, I remember when my husband was enlisted, the box we got every Thanksgiving just to help offset our Thanksgiving cost was it allowed us to go on a little date night if we didn't have to buy that turkey.
Oh, absolutely.
Those programs are phenomenal, and they are life-changing.
Yeah, we actually have, and aside of our programming and our support that I haven't quite mentioned just yet, and one that talking about programs that really kind of make you go wide-eyed and really kind of look at how Soldiers Angels is providing that support. We actually have a veteran food distribution in 6 cities around the country that provides about 70 pounds of groceries to veterans that qualify for those programs. And then our efforts, we're in over 40 VAs around the country. So we actually also not only have the virtual support, but we have the boots on the ground support to work with veterans, work with those VAs, stand down services for homeless veterans is part of our programming that we're involved in. So we also have boots on the ground. So we're always looking for volunteers to help us in our existing volunteer teams, as well as to grow in other VA medical center areas so that we can provide support for even more veterans.
Awesome. I would love to hear more about that, because here at Seven Eagle, like, we help to get veterans employed and military spouses. But obviously not everybody is in a point where they can be employable. So how do you guys go about helping, and how can we help the homeless veteran population and those that maybe kind of slide under the radar a little bit more?
So for a volunteer opportunity, as I mentioned, we are in multiple VA markets. If you're welcome to go to our website and see what locations we actually have. We have our locations mapped out of where we are. As I mentioned earlier, we're also looking to expand. So, I'm happy to have myself or one of my team members contact interested individuals and start a dialogue with them. But the ways that we get involved is, really it's a collaboration with the VAs. With COVID, many VAs had limited the services that they have available for volunteers, as well as what they're open for. So it's a collaboration with the VAs in many ways to find out what are they open to, what services they need. Be it patient visitors, be it helping in their food pantries in the VAs, helping with golf cart drivers, even helping people move through the parking lot to the VA. Is something that maybe a lot of people don't think about, but has a huge impact for someone with mobility issues to really shorten that time that they're going from the parking lot to actually getting into the facilities. So there's a lot of different opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, I love to drive a golf cart. I can totally do that. What a fun. It seems like no matter what somebody's skill set is, there's a way they can either directly or indirectly volunteer with you guys.
Absolutely. And that's part of our goal, is to not just serve the needs of our military community, but also let volunteers know that if you've got, even if you've got, I like to say 15 minutes a month to 15, hours a week, or more, actually, we have volunteers that do much more than that, or 15 hours a day. We have a program, we have an opportunity that you can get involved in. Writing letters or sending a card to someone is incredibly impactful. I mean, I think of a veteran a few months back that I was made aware, who was turning, I believe, 92 or 93, and was signed up to receive cards and got a whole bunch of birthday cards from our volunteers, an outpouring of support that that makes a huge impact on people's lives. And sometimes it's we don't quite think that, what's a few pieces of folded paper going to do? Well, it's going to do a lot, and it's going to do a lot to people that may be the only cards or letters that they're getting.
Yeah, like somebody once told me that grandma sends out a lot of birthday cards, but grandma doesn't get as many as she sends out. So I think anytime we can write a letter to a veteran or service member serving overseas or stateside, um, it's just that little snippet in time that we thought about them, but it's something tangible that they can actually like keep with them as they go along.
And I really want to encourage people that are interested in volunteering with Soldiers Angels. Please go to our website, soldiersangels.org. You can look at what volunteering opportunities are available. You can join. You can register to become a volunteer with us. And if you have questions, please go to our website, soldiersangels.org. To really get a lot of the information there, and don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're a friendly bunch.
So if somebody wants to donate, can they donate as an individual, either through your site or maybe the CFC, or if they are a group such as Girl Scouts, is there a way that they can get involved?
Funny you should say Girl Scouts. We actually they donate. They're very, very generous with donating hundreds of thousands of cookies to Soldiers Angels for us to distribute. So Girl Scouts are a wonderful group, and they volunteer with us in a variety of different capacities. But yes, they can go to our website to donate. Right there, the button is right there, easy. Obviously, CFC is another way to get involved. So we really try to make it as easy as possible to get involved in whatever way someone would like to.
Perfect. Well, I love to write letters, so I'm going to look more into that because I would love to be part of that campaign. I know I try to write letters to the different VA hospitals every Thanksgiving so they can get there in time for Christmas. So I will definitely join you guys in that movement. That's where my heart is that connection.
And that's what we love to hear. We love to hear where people's passions are and how we can be a part of continuing that passion of service. Because our men and women of the military have given so much, and they have served in so many different ways, and some of our veterans are still serving in ways that are invisible to us. And we want to support everyone as much as we can, the families as well. So I just I love to talk about our programs. Like, we have so many incredible programs. Another one that I think of is our virtual baby showers. So for expectant mothers of deployed service members or female service members that are expecting, we have a team called Baby Brigade that hosts virtual baby showers for those individuals, and I haven't seen that elsewhere, and I just think that's particularly a particularly interesting program.
Yeah, that is awesome. I love a good baby shower. Obviously, with 4 kids, I've had my fair share of diaper games and tiny finger foods.
Yeah.
When you're venturing into that unknown of parenthood, having a celebration where you get to kind of just share your joy with others is great.
And sometimes some of the expectant mothers are not near family, so this is an opportunity for them to still experience and still have that outpouring of love and support.
Yeah, I mean, I had my last one in South Korea during COVID, so I definitely understand the need for that celebration long distance. So they're virtual and people just kind of gather and celebrate.
So they will send to the expectant mother, and we actually, once you register to be a part of that team and many of our other teams, you'll actually send. You'll be provided the contact information for the recipient, so that you'll be sending. Most of the teams, you'll be sending items directly.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
So,
I'm going to get that one on my list too.
absolutely, absolutely. And our deployed adoption program, which is people that are deployed from anywhere from 2 months onwards, we're always looking for volunteers to help us support that program, where you send to the same service member for the length of their deployment. And it's care, it's care packages, and it has a huge impact. We also are very fortunate that at Soldiers Angels, we actually have a team of volunteers within each of those teams to help kind of guide and lead new volunteers and old volunteers, as well as recommendations on items to be put in. What are what are the tips and tricks?
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody signs up to volunteer with us, it's not a okay, well, you're go forth and be successful.
Right.
We do have a system put in place where guidance can be provided if requested, or if you're like, can I send A, B, C, or D? And some of those responses, yes, you can, but this is where we see a lot more people get excited about LMNOP.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, there are some duty locations. I know when my husband heads out where you can't send certain things, it's illegal.
Correct.
Having that guidance prevents the care package from being kind of confiscated.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, those customs.
And we want to avoid that as best as possible. And that's part of why we want to provide volunteers with as much information, because you don't want to spend, so some of our volunteers will, decorate the boxes, put a lot of time and energy into them. And we don't want them to get sent back, and they don't want them to get sent back. And the service member definitely doesn't want that either. So we do want to make sure that we are supporting our volunteers, and for your teams, and as well as the people that work with Seven Eagle, we want to be that place where you can go to, and you can see like, okay, this is a wonderful experience, because it is, and my questions do get answered, and it's not a thank you for volunteering. There's not there's no support. So we want to provide that support, and we want to find what's the best fit for you.
Yeah, I love that. As somebody who volunteers regularly with various organizations, having that guidance is always it's always nice. And as Brene Brown says, clear is kind, right?
No. Clear is kind indeed. But
yeah.
But yes, so again, soldiersangels.org. Reach out to us, as well as please feel free to reach out to me via social media, and in any other ways. We really appreciate our volunteers, and we love our volunteers.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Alan. I've really enjoyed getting to talk to you today, and I love your motto just about how you want to make sure that every soldier really feels that they're cared for. And I think that your mission is successful. Obviously, with the amount of families and soldiers and airmen, sailors, Marines, Guardians.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah, it is impressive. So thank you so much. And if you guys have any questions, like Alan said, go ahead and hit him up on social media or at their website, and we'll go ahead and we'll drop the link below the video so that everybody has full access to it. So Perfect. Thank you so much, Alan. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for the opportunity, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.